Good morning. Friday again. This year is flying in. It's been another busy week on phones, on screens, etc. Not so busy face to face, which I really like. And that's what last week I climbed Ben Nevis, and great experience climbing the highest mountain in the UK, not just Scotland. And I did it because I believe that God spoke to me in a dream with a Scottish flag, the Keys, and the highest mountain. But climbing, I was reminded, that the week, Tuesday just passed, obviously it was National Suicide Prevention Day, and it's a topic that obviously concerns me because I work for a ministry, Christian Vision for Men, and we kind of encounter these things. The stats are that it's the highest death rate for men in the UK under 50, usually 45 to 50 is the dangerous age as such, and that's huge. That's fathers, that's brothers, that's sons, that's grandfathers taking their own lives, and it's something we have to talk about. And this week, which yesterday had BBC Radio Scotland, this guy spoke about four guys that played for Fort William Shinty, and they'd taken their own lives, and he'd interviewed all the mothers. He knew the guys, and most of them didn't have a clue, and all the guys were quite popular guys, often the smile of the joker. And one of the guys seemingly, no matter what he turned his hand to, whether it's academic or practical or sport, he was just a genius, but yet he took his own life. You have to ask these questions why, and it's a tough one. And speaking to a lady last night, I spoke to her about men in Scotland, and she was saying it's funny how they can, show emotions maybe watching a sports game or doing things through work and debating politics, but yet when it comes to things of the heart like family matters, they kind of close up and clam up. And that's where our actions should be, the emotional side. And they talk about the Italians or the foreign guys, they seem to be more kind of, emotional, and they let it out. It's like a relief valve to them, and we keep it to ourselves until it's too late sometimes. And like I said, I'm reminded that Jesus' greatest command was to love one another, reach out, love one another. And he came for all of us, not just the select few or the elite few as such. As often systems seem to work in this country, it's often the elite, whether it's political or other organisations. It's the higher achievers, the higher academics, and that's wrong because Jesus picked 12 regular guys to be his disciples. 7 were maybe fishermen, they reckon. So, what I think we have to speak a language of love, and the social media is great for tapping on the keyboard and say I love you, but I think love's an action. It's the Greek word agape love, means something deep. And from a personal experience, I've been there as well, with close to taking my own life at 24 in a dark place, and it's not easy to talk about, is it? And that's many years ago, 27 years ago, and I know Manchat, a great movement in Aberdeen. Ray's a phenomenal guy, and he can talk a language that people understand, and I think whatever communities you're in and whatever spheres you're in, that language that you're in, the circles talk it and people understand it. So, for reaching out, it's huge, is it? And every day I pray and say, Lord, show me someone, or remind me of someone I can speak to, and often maybe get a vivid picture in my mind of someone. I often just react then. I'll text them and phone them, and it's just to say hello. There's no agenda. It's just saying hello, how are you? I'm thinking about you, and that's all people want. Isolation's huge at the moment, and because of this virus, we're constrained to homes or areas, and it's our mind as well. It's the mind, it's the battle for the mind as well. We're covered with face masks, and we have to see that facial expression, the smile, and wave to folk, and that's what we want. So, this weekend I'm just hoping that all of you have a wonderful weekend and you reach out to someone. No, don't let that thought go away, because women are so much easier at it than men are. They're like butterflies, they relate so much easier. We're kind of shoulder to shoulder, whether it's golf or at a bar, but don't speak face to face. But anyway, have a great weekend. Look after each other. Bye.